Good morning. Welcome to this week's Rational Thinking. My name is Pranav, and this week I'll be talking you through the Bank of England's Monetary Policy Committee meeting, German economic data, and US and China trade talks. Cable lost ground last week after two members of the Bank of England's MPC voted in favour of cutting interest rates by a quarter of a basis point. The consensus estimate was for all 9 members to keep rates on hold, so the voting breakdown was enough to weigh in on the pound. It seems odd the central bankers would want to lower rates ahead of an election, as well as Brexit, and should the UK's exit from the EU turn out to be disorganised, the bank may actually go ahead and cut rates. However, one would imagine they would like to cut rates from as high a level as possible, which makes the vote cut seem strange. Germany posted positive trade data towards the back end of last week, but the news failed to lift a single currency. Imports increased by 1.3% and exports jumped by 1.5%, both topping forecast. The components of the report showed that domestic demand is strong, as well as demand for German goods is robust. Last week, there was talk of China and the US removing their respective tariffs, should the first phase of the trade talks be agreed upon next month. The trade story has slowly but surely been getting better, and now there is a possibility that the levies could be dropped. Earlier in the week, Wilbur Ross, the US Commerce Secretary, said the US might not impose tariffs on EU vehicles. It is set to be a big week for UK economic data, with the latest inflation, wages and unemployment numbers due out, as well as a host of other economic reports, including GDP and retail sales. This morning's numbers showed that the UK economy expanded by 0.3% in the second quarter, beating the contraction in Q2. This is certainly good news politically for the Conservative Party ahead of next month's election, and it also calls into question why 2 of the members of the Bank of England's Monetary Policy Committee last week voted to cut interest rates. President Trump is due to give a speech on trade policy tomorrow, having said on Friday that he would not roll back tariffs on China, despite many reports to the contrary. US Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is also expected to give testimony to policymakers on Capitol Hill this week on how the US economy is faring. Thank you for listening to this week's Rational Thinking. If you have any concerns about your foreign currency requirements, please feel free to get in contact with our dealers on the details to follow.